Right, so we'll call this part 3. Call came through and ended the video, but where I left off on the last one, where I was talking about if I wanted to really identify this guy, absolutely nail him down as a narcissist, he wants an apology, right? So I say to myself, if I apologize to this guy, it's not going to be enough. It's gonna like get him off. That's all it's going to do. But I said, okay, let's see. So I said, okay, Ray, I apologize, man. He goes, you apologize because we didn't lose it. I said, no. I said, I'm not going to apologize. I know you were fucking with it. I apologize if I hurt your feelings, man. If it's that really important to you, right? But of course, it's not enough. Because it's never enough for these people. Because they're narcissists. They just have a way of finding themselves more now. Especially in the information age. These kinds of people can find themselves and conspire. It's almost like some of these knitting circles, you know, some of these women, they get together, you know, and they conspire. They come up with they assent to what they all together believe a truth to be, but it's really not even close to being the truth, but it's their reality. It's what their social structure dictates to them, right? So what I'm saying is communism is good for these kinds of people because then now it's about controlling people. That's all it's about. The whole structure is about control of people. Never mind about being a free man. You know, never mind about expected to go to the courthouse, you know, or somewhere else to take business, right? Forget about that. You're looking at the CCP. That's what you're looking at. The CCP in the USA, right? That's what you're looking at. We're going to have to fight them, but you know, let's put that aside a second. But anyway, so I get kicked out, right? I mean, for hurting his feelings. I mean, there's no altercation, there's no violence. It's just I hurt his feelings, right? But he set the whole fucking thing up, and so did the other guy, right? I mean, I don't care. Now I'm going to have to deal with them. Really. I mean, to me, it's a legal issue. They're causing me pain. I don't care what they think that the charity... Again, I told them this morning, you're not protected against crimes. All right? You could tell the fucking judge when I sue you, right? I want to hear the judge tell me that they can cause me harm. In other words, they're indifferent to the harm. Right, that they're causing someone out into the street, into the elements for a couple of days at a time, taking away their access to their stuff and food, right? Who's going to take their stuff in 3 days? I'm not, you know? This stuff is still going to be there. Why do I want to carry it with me, right? I can't. But it's interrupting the court with this lady tomorrow, right? So, got the lady in court, stripped her of her protections. I'm going to file an application for a criminal complaint, and I told the judge that right in front of her. And the judge saying, no, I can't do that. I got to go to the DA. I said, no, I can do that. Oh, who says? Well, the U.S. Supreme Court of the United States. They're proxies for us, people. A police officer, judges, they're proxies for all of us because we have other things to do. Right? But they somehow construed that over time to mean that they're not serving the public anymore. That they are somehow this special kind of breed of people, and that's why they want their children to follow in their footsteps, and that's why we killed them all off, right? In the Revolutionary War. It's the same thing. You could call it communism, theocracy, whatever. It's a group of people, a smaller group than the population by far, who go sour. They kick out all the good people and all the narcissists. They know how to get along because they all enjoy harming people to get what they want. And that is the grandiose feeling of power. Megalomania. Anyways, so what are they going to do, right? So now that guy got me kicked out of there basically because I don't want to stay there with him. and they're not accommodating me, so I have to go. I move my stuff over here with my clothes and stuff, and my computers and things, and all my personal papers and items, and they're telling me I could take it. And what am I? I'm not a pickup truck, right? I just put some stuff over there until I can get a new storage place, right? So my plan was to go to work, and I tried that last Friday. They didn't have any. And today the computer wasn't working for some reason. I didn't get to apply the way, they got all my papers, but anyways. So now I'm leaving the place and I go up top. Now mind you, previous to this morning, right, this other guy outside the shelter, about over 6 feet anyway, not a very hefty guy, but he's 6'something". I mean, he's muscular. He's not, me, but I mean, still, guys could do damage, man. This ain't TV. That's the mistake people make, is not understanding that most people die from fists and feet. Never mind handguns. Forget about it. It's a complete fantasy. They want to take the guns because they want to control us all. Because this cancel culture is only works on some of us, like myself. That's autistic. I don't have a social circle. I don't feel that's a detriment to my personhood. I would like to have a few people in my life that I really cared about, that I could spend time with, that I have to spend time with someone. But my life is not a panoply of personalities that I have to satiate every day. That's not my life. I don't want it to be that. And it's never been that. And, that's the way it is. Okay. I mean, I've had friends here and there, and I hope the guy shows up tomorrow so we could get justice. Right? And there was also a missing person from that woman's house. I'm thinking after that guy threatened to kill me, right, on the corner, well, and the things that she said to me, things ain't looking good for that guy. But I mean, listen, even if the guy is alive, good. You don't know unless you start to find out where the fuck he is, right? But you can't make a police report, right? Anyway, so while this woman is pledging to try to help people in my situation, she's actually robbing them, right? And when her and this guy, Michael Gropper, got done with me, when their so-called programs, Michael Gropper is a stain on the Volunteers of America. And he's a stain on it because a very nice woman tried to help him with his problem. But she doesn't understand that she was defeated from the first time she met the man. And even if I told her that to her face today, she would still not understand that. And that's the sad thing about it. But that man is a stain on her and the VOA. He went behind everything he said he was going to stand for. He says, by veterans, for veterans. And the first time he had a chance to stick up for me was against this woman in his network, where he hooked me up to get a place. And then she hooked me up to the guys at the city of Denver to get the money. All these people know each other. And I got texts with them, right, saying certain things. Anyways, so this guy too, I mean, they're birds of a feather, man. I mean, I don't know, he's not trying to help anybody, because the first chance he had to stick up for me, he threw me under the bus. She says, oh, I don't want him back in the house. She's telling my boss this. My boss is approaching me like, well, she's saying you can't go back now. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? I know what my fucking rights are. I called the cops. Cops told her she had to let me in. I ain't doing nothing wrong. All these stories she's making up, the fantasy. Then I had to do it a second time. And then she got the county cops. She got a restraining order from this judge. And then when I went into court, I found out the judge retired 2 days prior. Maybe because of pressure. Because I'm talking. Like I am going to put this on YouTube, all of it. I'm talking. If I'm going to die in the streets of Denver because of these fucking miscreants, man, whatever. People got to look into this. Because I got, people threatening my life. I'm serious as a heart attack. I'm very exposed right now. Right? Guy this morning. Alright, so anyways, there was a guy a couple of days ago. And he was just getting, what people don't understand, and I'm not afraid to admit now because I have no choice. I do not live alone, so I cannot hide certain behaviors that I have. All right, so when I get under stress that he had caused before I went outside, I have to relieve that stress, and a lot of times I talk to myself because it's a physical force, right? It's a way for me to alleviate this psychological burden, as it were, or whatever you want to call it. So to me, that's enough. And I had to call up the crisis center a couple of times. I'm not afraid to admit that because, hold on a second. Anyways, I'm out here on a park bench, right? Talking a little too loud. But anyways, I'm not ashamed to say that because they needed someone to talk to, and they said, "Oh, you're gonna kill yourself." I said, "Oh, you care about?" They want to know if you're gonna kill yourself, what your name is. They try to get information on you, right? And then if you say something that they think is a danger to the public, then they'll come after your ass, right? These people are not for you. They will twist everything. So I tell them, listen, no, I'm calling to prevent myself from hurting myself. Because even if I I have to defend myself against these guys. I had to the other day. Okay? And I put them in let's say, a very vulnerable situation where I had total and utter control of him. He tried to struggle a little, but he came around. The bottom line was they didn't really hurt him. Right? But then he says, oh, they gotta shoot you, right? Well, that didn't go by me. So then this morning, when this shit happened with that guy, I'm outside talking to myself. Because I'm all stressed out. I need to go from 4 bulbs to 3. And this guy's looking for a fight. You're talking to me, you're pointing my way, blah, blah, blah. I said, listen, so now he's triggering my A1, right? Ask Sam Vatkin about that. He'll tell you, I'm going to stand up for myself. So, and he came at me a couple of times. I took a posture with him. I told him, no. Then he walked away. He was saying shit, and I told him I still stood up for myself. Well, he thinks he's going to come back again. They're trying to provoke me into hurting the man. The other man I didn't even hurt. I didn't have to. That's why I took the posture I did with him, because I was trying to just, teach him a lesson. There was no harm there, but he couldn't do anything. If I didn't let him go, no. Well, I could have choked him out in about fucking, and I'm not talking about a rear naked choke or anything like that. I'm just saying. Anyways, guy, no harm at all, right? Guy threatened me, came up on me. He's like 6-something. I'm a crippled old man now. People don't understand that. I look okay. I'm muscular only because I don't have any fat on my body. Anybody would look muscular. I mean, I've been fucking starving, right? I haven't lived my life like I normally do. So my calories are getting burned up sitting out here on this bench right now talking to you. And I don't know where I'm going to get my food for a couple of days. I got no money. I got to make it 25 miles, like I said, to go to court to press this woman and have the state take charges against her. So anyway, all of this stuff is happening, and it's hard not to think that somehow some of these things may be connected, seeing as how they know these people. This woman, Chris Monroe, says she knows that guy Nick for the city of Denver that gave the money. And then they called me and asked me if I still wanted to give it to him. I said no. Okay? And then all of a sudden they want to get nasty with me. They want to tell me what I should do or not. I mean, I don't care if I got a case manager. I'm not a child. I make my own decisions. I know that's hard to understand, isn't it? You haven't been told that, most of you. You're all children. Your parents never even fucking looked nasty to you in your whole goddamn life. It's ridiculous. Anyways. So, this guy, he couldn't go any further. And then he said he had a pistol. So I got a pistol there, and I said, go get it then. Maybe I want to die. Nobody's managed to do it yet. Nobody wants to hear my fucking story. Okay. Go get it. Well, they totally dismantled. They stamped out it. Look at the timelines they stamped out. Me and Jennifer Robinson. They stamped out that entire timeline by sexually harassing me and her. There's got to be a reason for this. Right? Every time something like that happens, it stamps out a whole timeline, a whole future with you. I mean, I could have been with her, maybe down there in my property. Why couldn't it happen that way? Instead, maybe she was compromised by these people or others, and she died on the mountain on October 26, 2021. 2020, I'm sorry, 20. It's coming up on a year anniversary, and it traumatized the fuck out of me. And people think I'm a pussy because of that? No. I'm a human being. That's right. When you hit me in the soft underbelly, you make me a mean prick. And then you think that I'm the bad guy. No. It's you. You want me to be part of you. You want to use me as a tool in your narcissistic toolbox. I'm gonna bite back. And that's what they did. They got a law called in Colorado, criminal extortion. I haven't seen this law before, but it's very good actually. It protects us. Excuse me. It protects a citizen against another citizen, using some force or power. It's kind of like the same thing as a fraud. Use of force or a threat of force or some kind of, position of power or whatever to make somebody do something that they wouldn't normally do, even if they have the capacity to do it and make the decision to do it. And, and that's where some of the defenses come in, which I thought was astounding also, where they actually put defenses for these kinds of people where they're looped into this conspiracy, right? Like that other guy, right? This other guy, I'm telling you, makes this guy believe that I'm the one that's the fucking problem. This is what they do, right? But I'll stand up to both of them. I told the other guy the other day I'd fire him on the spot. I would have fired the both of them for not knowing where the stuff is. Even if they have to take inventory when they come on shift. With my knife, I demanded it. And they still won't do it? I mean, come on. So anyways, I'm out for 3 nights apparently, and I gotta make it to court again tomorrow, 25 miles away. Right? And I'm trying to think about how to get a pass to do that. I have my suit, I can get there in good clothing, I have my brain, I remember a lot. I don't have all the statutes written down, but I'm gonna go peruse that again on my phone. And make notes on my phone. I got plenty of time to do that, I got nothing else. Oh, I'm running out of battery, shit. Fuck. So anyways, I've had my life threatened several times. And it's not worth telling the cops, they don't care. I mean, some guys might care, but it's beside the point. I mean, everybody's got all this fucking hurt inside their brain going on, right? While the commies are breathing down our fucking neck in Taiwan, right? All these fucking baby pussies wearing badges and robes and everything else are accommodating all these little crybabies about their personality. He offended me because he called me fat or something. I don't give a fuck. You tell me your fucking name when I ask you, and I won't call you a fat fuck. Alright? I don't give a shit. So you give me 3 days of your power? Well, you know what? When I go back in there, I'm not going to talk to the man. Why should I have to interact with the man? They don't understand. I'm not going to change. I'm not going to somehow be somebody. That's what they do every day. Oh, there's a certain way you're supposed to talk to people. Well, I say what's on my mind. That's my way of talking to people. And if it hurts their feelings, that's their motherfucking problem. It's not my problem. Obviously, I mean, I don't even care. I don't even want to fucking stroke a woman to get fucked. I want her to fuck me because she wants to jump on my rod. That's it. You know? I'm not gonna like give her fucking piles of cash. I could do that with a fucking prostitute. That I don't even have any arguments, right? No, I want you because I want you to want me. I want you to want my manhood. I want you to want what I'm trying to accomplish here, even in defending myself. Right? I want you to want that with me. I want you to be with me. Not me and you together, symbiotically. You know, and immune-wise in every which way. But that's a very hard thing to find. These women want to stand apart and separate. And when they go past the rubric, you know, of 30 or so, 32, they get nasty. It ain't working like it used to, huh? They're not men. That's just the way it is. I'm sorry, ladies. So you're going to kick me out for another 3 days because they say that women are not men? We're not all the same? But I don't see any women on them tanks in World War II. I didn't see anybody on the battlefield or doing shit I was doing. Right? Because a lot of men can't even do it. And if 1 or 2 women can, that's really not an argument. They're outliers. Good for them. But I would treat them like a man. They would not go into battle with me, expecting me to defend them, except for defending what I would do to any soldier. You know, that's the danger, the way they sway a man into a situation, let's say, because of his values of women, and that he has to protect the women. I mean, these people don't think about these psychologies, right? And why you have to have a soldier a certain way. You know, it's terrible. I'm sorry. I don't know what these people think that they're going to get away with this or not. But apparently so far they're getting away with it, and we're going to have to fight them if we want to stay free men. That's the only way, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. You know, so I choose to fight in the courts. Maybe I don't die by the morning because this guy is telling me he's going to go get his pistol. I tell him to go get the motherfucker. What am I supposed to do? I'm telling you, these people won't believe anything until there's blood on the ground. That's why I'm recording these videos. Okay, so really what it comes down to, number one, is that this man's feelings being hurt costed me 3 days of pain and suffering and lack of food because his feelings are hurt. How did this ever fucking start, right? This is crazy business. These people are crazy. They will actually expose you to the elements and cause you pain because their feelings were hurt. We're not talking about violence here, but in their mind, apparently it is. Apparently they think I'm a dog, right? And that even if I don't like them, they gotta force me to talk to them the way they want me to, right? Even though I just make a simple request, please, I'd like my knife, 163. That's all I got to say. And they won't give it to me without a bunch of problems. And I'm going to want the Salvation Army in the city of Denver. All right? And I'm going to do everything I can to make this public. Because if you're going to challenge who I am as a person, motherfuckers, then let's do this in public. I ain't afraid of my background. I don't need money. I got a brain and a mouth. I'll take you all on. Right? So, but what I'm going to force in the court now, and I have 3 years to do this, mind you, but it won't take that long. You're going to have to kill me. You understand this? Because I might have problems. I might have trauma with that federal case. But that's that case. I've brought many cases, and this is a special situation. But what I could tell you is I'm going to hand their asses to them the best way I can. How's that? All right? And they're going to have to tell the people, the taxpayer, how it is that this guy's feelings, or any human's feelings, are more important than actually causing people pain to the point where they can lose life or limb. then let's not doubt this. You go outside for 3 days in the winter. I've seen them do it to people. I'm a survivalist. But even I can't survive without supplies or shelter from the wind. The wind is what gets you. So as far as I'm concerned, that guy committed criminal extortion. They're trying to force me to act a certain way, or else I don't get services, which I'm entitled to as a taxpayer. I think that's criminal extortion. I'm sorry, and that's what I'm going to charge them with. And they're going to have to publicly tell the taxpayer, right, that their feelings are more important than an actual person's body, right? That they can actually cause injury to a person's body by their depraved indifference. Okay? That's what's happened here. It's called depraved indifference. They do not care what happens to me. What they care about is trying to extort me into being part of what they want. Their whole culture, this critical race theory. Boy, I brought that up, and this guy, this doctor, just ran away like a child. My mother does that. I hate it. If you can't handle a conversation, then don't fucking challenge me. Right? That's how you do it. You don't get people to try to cause me harm and misery and starving. And that's what the Salvation Army employees did to me. And I'm going to hold them accountable to it. I told them this morning, well, you can't do anything because, see, they got this, again, the same thing, an adhesion contract. I didn't sign nothing. What did I fucking say? I didn't sign nothing when I went in there. I just went in there. I got a fucking bed. I don't remember signing anything. I don't remember signing anything in any shelter. The only thing I signed was for that $1,800 that woman was defrauding all of us out of. She defrauded me because I think I'm going to a safe place where I could get shut-eye when she's going into people's rooms and I didn't even know it. Okay? And she's defrauding the city of Denver because she doesn't have a program. It doesn't matter what Nick says or Mr. Grappa says or anybody else. She has no program. That's already been done. She conned them all. And I'm the messenger, so kill me. Right? So really, because you're not my friends, the law doesn't matter anymore. Because you're not getting anything out of it. Again, narcissistic behavior, maybe not a narcissist. That guy, that fat guy, is a narcissist through and through, just like Chris Monroe. Chris Monroe, when the judge says, well, I got to throw this out. This is, well, she didn't say it like that, but she threw it out. She said, now are you afraid of Mr. Borden? And she's like, well, and then so she couldn't help it. It's like a script. Yeah, she put her hand up under oath and said that she's afraid of me. But we didn't hear any facts. That's supposed to happen tomorrow. Well, how am I supposed to know what to defend myself against? I don't even know what this fucking woman's going to say tomorrow. And they want me to write something up? The only thing I'm going to write up is an application for a criminal complaint. I could do that any motherfucking day of the week. I don't even have to do it in front of this goddamn judge, and she thinks I do. I'm going to be calling it out all day tomorrow. I will walk that 25 fucking miles if I don't get money to go there. I guarantee I'll get there somehow. Right? But by putting me out of the shelter, first they put me out of the storage place, by pressing me, by flipping the script on me, and I said, fine, I'll just leave. And then they flipped the script on me, saying that they were kicking me out for having an argument or something, right? I was there 4 months, the guy was there 3 days. In 3 days, I says, listen, you people don't make any sense. I was there 4 months, doing business with you, no complaints, everything's great. And then these new people come in, and they're going to flip this whole fucking script for a guy that's only been here 3 days, sleeping in the fucking, well, I don't know if he's sleeping there overnight, but his dog, he's making a house there, And quite frankly, I think that I don't want people having their eyeballs on me when I'm coming and going, because they got too much stress, too much pressure on me. Okay, and they don't have to believe that, right? But things should go my way if the federal court follows the law. Again, and you look at my earlier videos, look up my case. I might be dead tomorrow. I don't know. I'm totally exposed. somebody could start a fight with me. I might have to do something. And then that's really hurts me too, right? Because I can't go to court, and I lose my freedom for defending myself. It's a no-win situation. That's the way they put me. That's why they got to get these psychopaths. Because these psychopaths, first of all, they think they're going to kill me. All right? And secondly, if they don't, secondly, if they don't kill me, right, they don't give a fuck if they go to prison if I don't kill them. They don't think for a minute that I'll take them out. You know? I mean, listen, I'm a man. I have a right to live. I'm doing everything that I'm doing. If any reporter on the news or anybody that has an open mind wants to look into what I'm saying, it's all there for you. It's all there, right? All I'm doing is standing up for myself against these people. That's why I got to get out. But then, whatever. This is too long. This is almost like a full hour and a half or so in different parts. But anyway, so today is August 23rd, 2021. My name is Ronald Borden. This is my YouTube channel, Proteus Augustus. My life has been threatened by two different men. Two, I think, are serious. I have to be in court tomorrow. My shelter's been taken away from me because I hurt somebody's feelings. I mean, that's how low they have to go. And I have to try to make 25 miles to the courthouse tomorrow, and I got no money. And I'm going to be exposed all night. And you never know what's going to happen. Nobody ever knows. Well, I mean, I know, but your average person never knows when they're not even looking. I'll be looking. I'll be looking for you. Yep, I'll be looking for you. And I'm going to be in that courthouse tomorrow. And I'm going to do my damnedest. And I hope my witness, who will remain unnamed, comes up to the plate and tells the truth. That's all he's got to do. No friendship to me or nothing. Please, just tell the truth. That's it. That's all we need. And this woman, they will restrain from you and everybody else in that house. And if she has anything to do with the missing person, and if anybody out there actually sees this video, which I doubt, his name is Tarek George Lidge, Lidge. He was a veteran that was in that house that went missing. And I'm trying to find out what happened to him. And whether this Miss Monroe had anything to do with it, and the guy across the street that showed up. I'm serious. You know, I tried to tell the cops, if he turns up alive, that's good, but, you know, this woman has done so much. I mean, it's worth looking into. That's all I'm saying. If they don't, I think it's a travesty. I would. If I was a cop, I would have already checked it out. Anyways, that's where I'm at. Running out of battery. I don't have a way to charge it. All my shit is locked up, and I can't get to it. And my life has been threatened. And I told a friend of mine, if I don't call him by Friday, I'm dead. Serious as a heart attack.